My name is Patrick Conti. I'm Chief Commercial Officer for Opsani, and really glad to have you guys here with us today. I'm here with Lauren Bowden, our Director of Customer Engineering. Say hi, Lauren.
Hey, everybody.
And we're going to tell you very quickly about an offer that we have for the healthcare industry, why we're doing it, and what the offer is as it relates to our AI-based software and how we can help healthcare organizations keep their key applications up and running, especially in these times when they're probably getting pounded by a lot of extra traffic. So hopefully within the next 10 minutes or so, we'll tell you how to beat the pandemic and get your patients back to work. So I think it's clear that the country is trying to get back on its feet. Millions of COVID doses are being distributed and administered daily. It feels like things are better, but the healthcare industry and everybody else is urging that we have some caution here. We're not out of the woods at all, and we're not out of the woods for a couple of reasons. One, we're in this pandemic's fourth wave right now. In California, where we live, Lauren and myself, and where Opsani is based, we just had a record 48% increase in new cases. So this fourth wave is real, as are all the new variants. The ones from New York, Oregon, other places in the U.S., not to mention UK, South Africa, and Brazil. So we all have to be vigilant here. We have to keep wearing our masks. We have to get inoculated. We have to try to stay the course and keep each other safe. So in this whole time, the healthcare industry has been really a beacon of hope in keeping us sane and really providing us all with excellent care. So what we're doing is we're going to offer our software, which Lauren will tell you about in just a second. We're going to offer it for free for healthcare providers, for those companies that are working in healthcare research, such as gene research and pharmaceuticals, and those involved with first responder responsibilities. And we're going to offer our software free of charge to all these organizations for 1 year. So, Lauren, why don't you talk a little bit about our solution and why it's a good fit for these healthcare applications that are probably getting clobbered by all the traffic in this crazy time when patients are trying to get set up for their own care or to get vaccinated or different kinds of treatments.
Oh, thanks a lot, Pat. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in these times, we've seen such unprecedented demands that are occurring, and these are putting tremendous stress on a lot of the web applications. Things like, patient registrations and, vaccine databases. And there's a lot of activity that's occurring, and it's occurring in these aberrant ways. Opsani addresses the issues that many of these applications and customers are facing by doing autonomous and continuous optimization of the web apps. What we do is we optimize the applications to ensure that they're running at peak performance. And we're making sure that applications are never costing more than they need to be running at their peak performance.
So, how is a lot of organizations try to manually tune their apps, Lauren? Why is manual tuning of the apps not really a solution?
Well, manual app tuning is, some people say it's obsolete. I would say it's impossible. With the velocity of change that's occurring, the number of parameters that need to be considered, and the number of environmental factors that are occurring within the cloud infrastructures, it's just not possible or viable to be done at human scale anymore. This is really where Opsani's technology using, AI and continuous optimization really puts us on a fast track where we can optimize applications at machine speed and provide optimum results in very short timeframes.
So basically what we're doing is we're taking all those things that make up the cloud application, we're tuning them all so that we find an optimal combination of settings so that the application is always running at its best performance, it's lowest cost, and best reliability.
That's absolutely right. So we're tuning things like CPU, memory, replica count. We're also tuning app-specific parameters, which could be things like thread counts or cache size or commit delays or heap allocations. Any app-specific parameters that we have access to optimize.
Can we show everybody a quick demo?
Absolutely. So in this demo, we're going to look at a very brief and comprehensive optimization of a typical three-tier application. As you can see, this is the Opsani console, and the optimization process is currently underway. We're making measurements and adjustments in a very, very short space of time. As you can see, we took an application here in the performance chart where an application started with a very low performance of about 180 requests per second. And we were able to scale that application up to meet its demand. It has a demand coming in of about 400 to 500 requests per second. But not only did we help meet the demand, we were able to drop the cost. As you can see in the yellow chart, we were able to bring the application cost way down while maintaining an optimum score, meaning we're able to keep the application optimized while reducing the cost and absorbing the load that is coming in. We're doing that through a series of measurements and adjustments. And as I see here in this table, if I watch about every 2 to 3 seconds, you can see that our optimization engine is making adjustments. And with each adjustment, it's modeling to ensure that we get an optimum result. And you can see that our optimum result here is an increase of performance by about 130%, and a decrease in costs of almost 6% in just a very short space of time. Typically, we can see cost savings of 30 to 40% in a typical application. So Pat, you've had a lot of experience in healthcare and other regulated industries. How do you think Opsani can really help these customers?
Well, I appreciate you asking that. In all my time in cybersecurity and other enterprise software, I spent a lot of time together with the healthcare community. And one of the key things is the applications just cannot stop. They're under constant load. There's a lot of, for example, in pharmaceutical, there's a lot of sharing of information between different parts of a company. As different parts perform different parts of research for maybe building a new molecule, they've got to contribute those into a central area where maybe their own AI is combining it with machine learning to try to create that new chemical. And sometimes partners are also involved in that. So those applications cannot stop. The same thing is true for first responders and some of the other parts of the healthcare community. As they're being hit by more and more traffic. When I was in cybersecurity, it was tough being able to scale the cybersecurity applications to keep pace. So what we're doing here is helping those applications stay in bounds. And I think making sure that most importantly, that the patient on the other end gets a good experience with that application.
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. I think you got it right there, is that the end user experience is the vital component that we really need to optimize against. I know in my experience in the past as a practitioner, being able to have an autonomous optimization platform would have saved me tremendous amounts of effort and time, and helped increase the overall user experience by maintaining the optimum performance for the application while still keeping the cost at its lowest level possible.
So let me tell everybody, how you can get involved here. So first of all, if you want more information, get a hold of us on www.opsani.com/healthcare-LP. And we'll give you information. We've got white papers, we've got a bunch of collateral and other things that'll tell you about the offers and also our solution. So if you're technical, you'll be able to figure out how we can plug in and help you. We also need a 15-minute call with you so that we can assess your application and make sure that it's able to be optimized, because not every application can be optimized and not all of them can be optimized to the same degree. So we need a quick call with you to just assess that. And once we've had those couple of things happen, once you've reached out to us and once we've had that initial call, we can get you up and running within probably 30 to 45 minutes. It's a very quick process, and and then we can start you optimizing. And as Lauren said, typically what happens is we're going to show a performance increase of usually 10 to 30%. We're going to see a cost decrease of your cloud spend for that application of 30 to 50%. And we're also going to show reliability improvement in terms of error rates and also latency and some other different capabilities. And most of our customers have actually gotten much time back so that they could continue to build new features or push new code. As much as 80% of their time they've gotten back. So these are the three areas that we really help our customers, in terms of the performance, the cost, and the reliability of the applications. And we're offering this to you for free. So this software has a list price of $100,000 per year per application. Typical application is going to be 8 to 10 services, and we're going to make this available, this license available to you at no cost. And this is our way of helping in this pandemic. It's our way of helping while the country gets back on its feet, and while you all do your heroic work to help us get to the end of this pandemic.